anchors away.
Weep, 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 weep. Do, 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 da, 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 da. Beep, beep, ba, beep, ba. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, what up, Revenite? Water. Water.
What adventure brings you?
Water.
Can I join?
Water.
Like the expedition book.
Water.
Now.
Water. Olay with these 79 months. Thank you. Olay. What 79? Dude, 920, 7, what? 7, what? 7, what? 7, that's what? 7, that's what? 79. Swipe. They have a 79 months. I'm disappointed by the Bears. I'm not. Big time Bears plays out there to wrap it up. Set my 3-team parlay over the Bears, Vikings, Lions games. Mamma mia. Boop, 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 boop. Mamma mia. Indeed, it is the Xfinity sponsored stream. Thank you to Xfinity for sponsoring the stream. They're also powering my internet right now, and it's working. It's fast. It's great. I'm loving it. It's been pretty good. No complaints recently. So, you know, fantastic. I'm loving it. Ooh. Ooh. And honestly, I would say they are far superior than all the other internet providers, especially after I checked all their speeds. I'm actually going to be playing with 2 other people today. Bloop. So we're doing a squad stream. I'm going to be calling them up in a bit. We are playing with Control, Alt, Quinn, and the Mav Show. And we're just going to be like doing some chill stuff. I'm going to play my Death Knight because they're apparently lower level. Not everybody's, you know, powering it up, having a 70 and a 67. So I figured I'd play my Death Knight. Plus, you know, I can pretty much do anything. I can tank. I can play Blood. Essentially, just playing Blood Death Knight. I'll just run around and spam my tank abilities and then have a good time. Cat, what are we doing? I'm also making coffee right now. Wait, Darnassus portal. Why does that go to Darnassus? Onto the boat. Boom. 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 Jets keeping it close. Yeah, I hope the Jets keep it close. Oh. In fact, I hope the Jets keep it real close. I hope the Jets win. That would be fantastic.
Surely one of your airships would be faster than plodding along in this boat.
I gotta move all these add-on buttons around too. Sky full of dragons. Beatrix. There we go. Dragon Isles. Oh, I gotta put my dragon on my bar too. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Up we go. All right. Got my coffee. Chocolates. Okay, where is my mount? Also, how's my mic sound? I took the like pop filter thing off, so I was like, I don't even think I need it. It should sound exactly the same as it's been sounding. So Does it sound exactly the same?
Famous dragon autographs to acquire.
Let's move this. Pretty much the same. All right, good. Perfect. I've been enjoying Dragonflight. Dude, I've been loving Dragonflight. It's been the most fun I've had in a long time. Like, even though, you know how everybody's like, oh, you know, the start of an expansion, right? Everybody enjoys the start of an expansion. Also, I gotta get off this boat. It's going back. Uh-oh. Wait, are we going back or are we here? Okay, no, we're good. For me, it's actually been a bit above and beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just everything, like, even with Shadowlands, right? I was like, okay, you know, Shadowlands, it's fun. It's all right. Like, I was having fun playing it, but this has actually felt really fun. Like, to put it in perspective, I didn't even level an alt to 70 in Shadowlands, and I already have a 70 and a 67. And I'm gonna probably level a third alt. Like, that's how much I've enjoyed being in the Dragon Isle. Which, I'm not even a big leveling person, you know what I mean? Min-showing for the Eagles. Mm-hmm. Apparently the Jets just got a big play. Rob was freaking out. I've come back, been liking it so far, but I dropped my main because the warrior feels like, I don't know. What are you playing? I'm playing arms, but like, I think warrior's a fun alt class to level. You know what I mean? Hold on. I gotta put another thing. There we go. Bloop. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Let me eat. There we go. Because like I really enjoyed Warlock, and then swapping over to Warrior is like my alt. It's just been fun because it's like I fly around, I just hit stuff, and it dies. You know, so I'm kind of like, eh. Xfinity recently upgraded my download speed from 80 to 400 for free. I have no idea why. Not complaining. There you go. Look at that. They actually did the same thing for me, and I was on like super speed already. They went. I was like 400 to like a gig. I was like, all right, fantastic. All right, hold on. We're calling.
We met at the Xbox party at TwitchCon, but didn't get to hang out a ton. So I'm so glad we get to hang out today.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
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 Wait, I can drop it down a bass. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
There you
Crendor.
go. How's it going?
Hi,
Hello.
Crendor. How are you?
I'm doing
You're
good.
a
How are you?
legend.
Oh,
You're
thank
a
you.
Legend.
I don't know about legend.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, you're pretty legendary.
I always compare myself to just the old like veteran of a sport. Like my hamstring gave out. I'm still playing. I can like hit a 3 and come in. Like I know a lot of the bigger people, but like I'm just like, oh yeah, that guy's been in the league like 15 years. I know him.
I feel that very much in my bones.
Yeah,
That
but
means
like
that
I
you're
like
gonna
it.
carry us, right? Or at least me.
I mean, I can attempt to carry.
He's keeping it casual, but he has big backpack, a big tactical dragon backpack.
I only have 170 so far. I mean, so other people have got like numerous 70s. I'm like slacking out here.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
When I first started leveling, I was just like, oh yeah, this is the the WoW experience. We need
Yep.
49 specific pets to free, not 48, not 50, 49.
Yeah, I don't know why I
Okay.
picked 49. They love doing stuff like that. But it's
important.
overall, it's been a good expansion. I've enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I'm really loving it too. I really love like the Dragon Isles and like just like the whole just environment. But I'll agree with you, Mav, with those like quests where you have to like. That's just like there's some like quest lines that are just like, oh, look at all this lore, and then there's just like, okay, now collect.
2.5 decimals, 37,
Yeah.
89 satchels of feathers.
That's
But
just
not money.
that's just the MMORPG experience. You gotta have those.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
And
sure.
that's why questing is cool with friends. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's what it's about. And we're questing thanks to Xfinity. Thank you so much for us sponsoring and powering our streams and our internet today.
That's
Very
right.
true.
That's right. So how long have you been playing WoW, Rendor?
Oh, me? Oh, wow. I started when the game came out.
Scroll.
Back in
He's like,
1975. I really got started. It was 2005. 2004?
Wow.
5? It's like 2005
Yeah.
January, so it's pretty close.
Oh, so vanilla.
Yeah, like very vanilla.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
How long have you been playing WoW?
I've been playing WoW since Wrath, so I'm a Wrath baby.
Wrath was good though.
Yeah, Wrath was like where I really cut my teeth on MMOs. Like I've played them all because that was kind of like the era of MMO games. There's a ton of them out at the time, and so
Oh yeah.
I got really into it. Like I got so into it that I ran a role-playing guild.
Oh my god.
RP PvP guild,
Oh.
and we kind of crashed Moonguard a little bit. So
Oh, kind of crashed it.
yeah, we're trouble, but it's okay.
I actually
We
play
did
on
progress-
the
we did progression and stuff. It wasn't just like D&D style. It was like we would
Or like
do
standing in a line at the
battleground.
bank.
Yeah, dancing on a mailbox.
Oh yeah. You gotta
Yeah,
dance
it was
in a
like
mailbox.
a lot of raiding, a lot of raided battlegrounds, a lot of like arenas deciding and dueling and stuff. So really fun.
That's
Real nerdy.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you gotta be nerdy if you're playing WoW. That's what it boils
I
down to.
know. Yeah.
Although now I've like kind of over the years become less nerdy, which is kind of weird. It's like back then I was like weird nerdy kid in school that played WoW, and now I like go to the gym.
Yes.
And I'm, you know, all that. But like that's because my body fell apart from playing WoW for so long. So that just hit a point where you're like, yeah, I gotta move.
I
Like,
feel that
stand,
so much.
Like I stand up and I use my muscles in my body, not just in my fingers.
Yeah, it feels good.
What about you, Quinn? How long have you been playing WoW for? We're just really putting
Well.
all of our cards on the
Yep.
table here.
Well, I started playing WoW during vanilla, like right towards the end of it, right before Burning Crusade started.
Oh wow, you've been playing a while too.
Yeah, I've been playing WoW for a long time, and then I kind of stopped during Mist.
Yeah.
That's when I was like
Same.
not casual anymore, or
Oh,
that's when
yeah.
I became casual. I was just like, I kind of pulled out, but I still played because I don't know how to quit.
Nobody
I
truly
don't-
quits
it's
WoW.
just- Yes, exactly. You always come back. It always brings you back.
Yep.
Or when you take a break and your subscription still goes through and you're like, great,
Yep.
love that.
It's like now I have to play, but it's just like as soon as the air gets chill, it gets cold. I'm like, it is time. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
play WoW. I play a
Expansion
lot
era.
of WoW. Yeah, so I loved Wrath too. Like that was my favorite expansion, and I've been playing a lot of like Wrath and Classic.
Oh yeah, Wrath Classic
I've been
was really
split.
fun.
I've been very split because I really want to play Dragonflight, but also Wrath is back. And I'm like, how much junk food do I need today? how much questing can I actually do?
It's been nice for me because I played Classic WoW for like 2 months straight, And
Aw.
now I've hit the retail. I'm like, oh man, I can go back to retail because I played so much like class. I played going into Wrath. You had to level up a character, so I did that because we played on a fresh server. So I had to go from 1 to 60. Then we did Outland to get to 70, and then Wrath
Oh
hit,
my
so we did
gosh.
that. So yeah, that was a trip.
How was old Nax? How was going back to vanilla Nax?
Yeah, it was
Oh
actually
my
really
gosh.
easy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
love
like
that.
it was surprisingly easy. I guess because everybody knows what they're doing now, so compared to like back then.
Oh, sure.
But you know, it's still fun. You just get everybody together and do a raid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite is raiding. That's why I really got into ESO and then Destiny because of just raiding and you know, launch events and stuff like that. So it's nice to be back in to my roots here.
Yeah, I mean, usually the launch of a game, no matter what it is always the most fun because everybody's playing it.
They've really done they've like made the bar there for pre-launch events and stuff because there's just no other game that really does it like that.
Would you say that's like one of your favorite raids, Nax? I'm asking other questions. What's your favorite raids?
Mine was probably Ulduar. Ulduar is fantastic.
Same. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, Ulduar is really good. Ulduar is
Several-
really pretty.
A lot of people like
Glad to see
ICC.
Titan. Yeah. Ice Crown, that's just, you know, that's just like the heart of the story for so long. So
Yeah.
being able to go and raid that was amazing.
Mm.
Took forever. But
I
Oh,
get
yeah.
so emotional when I think about Ice Crown. I think
yeah.
about ICC. That's just beautiful.
I
I'm just
used to,
saying,
and then I
ours
just
has
started
been-
mount farming it over and over.
So,
And then you're like,
Loses its
no,
magic.
please. Did you
Ooh,
ever get the
rival.
4 horsemen mount from the dungeon?
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know anyone who
Had
has
to
that?
ask.
Well, there's
Maybe
the.
one person on my server that I know of that has it, but no one else, like nothing.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I love mount farming. That's what I do in like the downtime of WoW, is I just mount farm. So I have like the what's the Burning Crusade one? The Fire Phoenix Bird. What's Ashes
Yeah.
of Valar? That's the one.
Ooh, you have that?
Yeah, I got that one.
And Courage have a buggy mount? No.
They have a bunch of mounts you can use on
In
Courage.
it.
Yeah.
An
Okay.
instance. Yeah. I have all of them.
Oh wow.
All of
I mean,
them. Yeah, but
On Courage
can't
was
use
like a
them
really
anywhere.
fun one. Yeah, that's the issue. Is like I want mounts I can use anywhere. But I guess with Dragon Islands, you're usually flying on dragons anyways. Doesn't really matter.
my special mount that I have is the Headless Horseman mount.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I have that.
That is the 1 year I got it. We were playing on EU because everybody wanted to play on EU, so I have it on that account, but not my actual NA account that I play on. So it's just, I wish I could transfer it over.
Oh my gosh, the throwback. So you guys are streamers and creators, but Krendor, I feel like I should have known you for so long, and you evade me because I've known Towley for my whole career. Like he's always been
Oh,
like
wow, yeah.
my buddy pal for so long, and
Yeah.
like everyone's like, you're playing with Krendor, and I was like, he seems so nice. When did you start? Like, when did you start making content? Were you just like, I'll just stream WoW?
Oh yeah, it was, man. Well, I did YouTube before streaming, and so that was back in 2009. I started YouTube, which was during Wrath, and so I
Yep.
started making all these WoW videos, and then
Content era.
yeah, the content era, and then it's not like YouTube today. I would like make a video and I'm like, wow, I'm like #1 in the search result because nobody else is making videos. That's cool. Because now you can do it and it's like updated every day with people reacting with their faces, being like, oh my god, in the video descriptions and stuff.
Totally.
But then I started streaming in 2011, I want to say 2010. So you know,
Justin
I've done
TV
YouTube.
era?
Oh yeah, it was way back. I remember because they were
Were
like,
you, like,
"Hey,
with
we're going to
soda
Twitch."
popping?
Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
were like, "We're turning into Twitch now," and I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool." Like I was
Wow.
like, "I guess it'll be
So
because I
you
streamed
saw
back
that
then."
happen?
Yeah. In fact, back
Y'all are
then there was
y'all are legends.
like no partner program thing. It was just I emailed them and was like, "Hey, I make YouTube videos. Can I be a partner?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure." Like that's just what happened.
Wow,
So
it was that easy.
Yeah, it was a Wild West experience back then.
Wow.
My day.
What about
Yes.
you, Quinn? Did you always think about making content, or did it just sort of fall into your lap too?
Oh, I'm being attacked in a second. So yeah, I always wanted to be like a content creator or like work within the gaming industry, and I kind of started in the industry at first, like working cons and booths and doing things like that.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
then I started to dabble in like YouTube videos like back in the day, but I wasn't sure what my content looked like or what I wanted to be, you know. I just played a lot of games, and I feel like back then it wasn't as easy as it is now to just stream games, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just worked in the industry, and then there was one time I was at PAX and I was at a Twitch party and I didn't even stream on Twitch yet, and I was like in the VIP section and someone's like, "Hey, are you a Twitch streamer?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "You should be." And that's my origin story.
Oh, peer pressure. Come on, Quinn. Kill live.
It's like, "You should be a Twitch streamer. You look like a Twitch streamer." And I was just like, "Okay, sure. I guess I'll try it."
Did you actually want to do it, or were you just kind of like, "I'll do it just because"?
I think I was intimidated by everything you have to do to like set up this stream,
Yeah.
and
Totally.
like, that intimidated me. And then I started doing it, and I was like, you know what, live content is better for me, because I don't like to edit videos.
Yeah, it can be a tedious process.
Like, I don't like to edit videos, and I have good comedic timing. So yeah, I'll just go live and talk. I talk to myself anyway. That works out.
I feel that.
Yeah, I like the variety of doing everything. So if I only do one thing, I go kind of crazy. Like if I only stream, I'm like, but if I do like streaming and podcasting and video, it kind of just keeps everything fresh overall.
And like,
Yeah.
just flowing, yeah.
If I ever have an audiobook, do you mind reading it, Krendor? Because chat is like his voice is amazing.
Oh, yeah. Now, let me tell you a fun story back in the day. So back in it was like 2012, like I was in my YouTube prime really. And I went to Trader Joe's and somebody was like, "Dude, it's you." And I was like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, you're the guy on YouTube." He's like, "I know your voice." And he's like, "I listen to you when I go to sleep." And I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Oh.
So I feel like that was just it just became a thing where I think I've gotten recognized by my voice more than my appear's, honestly, which is
Totally.
really weird. Well, I guess
can
it's
see
not
that.
weird, but
I can see that for sure.
yeah, but yeah, I'll read anything, honestly.
Now I have to write a book, but when I do,
Well, yeah. The hard part.
What would your book be about?
The Art of Krendor's Voice.
Great. Well, I don't know about that book. Might not do well. It's
We'll just
two
have him read
pages.
lore tabs. It'll be great.
I actually did
yeah.
a video where I read the weather from numerous places.
That is amazing. How fun.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was fun until my voice was giving out by the end of it.
They're like, read this pamphlet.
Yeah. But it's
You mentioned you were in a podcast. Do you still podcast?
I do still podcast. I don't know if you know Jesse Cox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
What do you?
So me and Jesse have done a podcast for 10 years called
Aw.
Cox and Krendor. And it's an experience every week. In fact, we're doing it again today. We just ramble about whatever goes on. It's like a fake morning show essentially.
Oh, I love that.
You just like talk about everything.
Yeah, literally everything. And then we always do like a fake segment like the weather and the traffic, but the traffic's just me going like, "Oh boy, traffic out there." You know, it's not like real traffic.
all these cars.
Yeah.
More like internet traffic, right?
Well, after 360 episodes, whatever we've done, like the traffic's just kind of morphed into me rambling. Like I'll be like, "There's traffic, but what I really don't like is the way people in line get annoying," or like I'll just say stuff like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, it's fun.
How did you get your start in content creation?
So funny story. I was a super duper young mom. Like when I was playing Wrath, I had like a newborn strapped to my chest. I was like, raid healing, and so that was like
Doing it
how
all.
I started. Yeah, and so I was actually too busy to stream because I was also going to school for animation.
Oh my god.
Because of WoW, I was obsessed. Like I wanted to, like every BlizzCon they would have like the art background thing, and I was just like I'm obsessed with all this animation, and so I went to school for that, and so I literally had to retake a class because I was raiding too much. But I actually, towards the Pandaria time, like in 2014. I started playing ESO, and then Destiny came out, and so my friends were like, "You should stream it," and it was a joke at first. Like, the map show isn't like the most interesting name. It's like, and so I remember posting on a role-playing forum site of like, "Here's my super silly, ridiculous, chaotic internet show. I don't know what it is." And then I just started playing games, and then I really got into charity work, and so raising money has been something I'm really passionate about for different causes, and so gaming and being a part of like the beginnings of all that really made my heart really happy, and so I just didn't stop, and then it just shot like a rocket into the sky because back then there weren't a lot of streamers, and so I definitely catapulted and took on that, and so now I work at Xbox as a host
Yeah.
Oh wow.
and a producer. So I work on their live streams and their experimental team, and so we are the ones that come up with like different events, like the TwitchCon event that we had going on, and then like different dev interviews and streams and stuff, and so I work on that mainly, and then yeah, working on podcasts. I've been obsessed with podcasting, so it makes me really happy to have fellow podcaster in chat and group.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of been where I've loved going. I've always loved live. I used to be a dancer, so being on stage.
Oh yeah.
I always wanted, like, I would love to do stand up one day.
Oh, okay.
Would be
Now
incredible.
you're like talking my kind of vibe now.
Yes.
Because like,
Yes.
I'm an improv
Yes.
comic. I love improv. I love
Oh my
that stuff,
God.
which is why live works for me. But
Same.
oh my gosh. So at TwitchCon this year, I actually hosted an improv panel.
Oh wow.
Well, I didn't.
That's
Like, it was
awesome.
me and a few friends. It was like our idea. We came together, and Twitch let us do it, and it was like so cool. I hope to do some more stuff like that. But yes, I feel like you would have some insightful like things to do. I would love to see you do some stand up.
I've done some. I'm like, if I have to describe myself as a creator, I'm very chaotic. I'm very loud. I'm Italian. Like I can't.
The opposite of me.
I can't necessarily help it. I'm here for a laugh. Do I try hard in games? Yes. Is it bad? Yeah.
That's usually why people like our podcast, because Jesse is a very vibrant, loud, chaotic
Yeah.
person, and I'm the opposite, so I just bring him down to earth.
That's good too, because then you guys sound different.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you can differentiate when you're in audio.
Yeah.
You're like the Carl, right? Is that his name, Carl, to like Ricky Gervais?
Oh yeah, I actually have been compared to Carl Pilkington. Yeah. I also don't like traveling, even though I have traveled all over for conventions and stuff. I always am like, God, I gotta travel. It's just I do relate to him on like a spiritual level. I was
Have
gonna.
you ever seen Broad City?
No, I haven't seen that. What is it?
It's like on comedy. Well, I think it's over now. It's like Elena Grazer, and it's a show about two girls. They're really funny. They're both comedians, and they're really awkward and weird. And I'm like, I just need to find my awkward and weird counterpart,
Yeah.
so that we could create. That's my whole story. That's the story. That's it.
Did you go
I feel
to
like-
did
I
you
feel
go to
like I've done that with my friend. My friend, Snackless, we have a podcast together called Dear Video Games, and I'm just the chaotic friend who plays too many games, who has her play too many games, so I understand that vibe. For sure.
Did you go to
Yeah,
school
I'm
for
the
improv
chaotic
stuff?
one. Who,
Have you,
me?
Quinn?
Either of you?
I have gone to a few, but I think that's on my bucket list is to like do more public speaking improv style things, because here in Seattle, there's a lot of improv out here actually. And so now that things are opening up, I can kind of get back into doing that. So if you're ever in the area, come on out.
Oh, that sounds cool. I did not go to school for that. I actually went to school for psychology, and my regular job was working in human resources. So I think that's why I'm just a broken person.
Yeah.
No,
Just kidding.
I can't imagine
no
doing
way.
that.
That's why you're really good with chat.
And like just improvising, like, dealing with any situation. But
Do you have any
Sorry.
crazy
Study
HR
at-
like experiences? Because that's like, I know it can get wild.
Tons. But I did study at Upright Citizens Brigade.
Oh,
So after, like, this was like maybe like a year and a half ago. Well, actually, like during COVID, a lot of their courses and classes and sessions were all online, and I did it.
aw.
Oh wow.
But I do a lot of I've done a lot of public speaking before that, and stage work and things, and after COVID as well. So it was just nice to like actually be at a table and like get like some things to learn. But I already knew everything, so it was like
Yeah.
really weird.
Mm.
But it was still fun. So like I
That's
always
like
pull it
nice
out, like, this is
confirmation
what I
bias
thought.
though, because when you know
Yeah.
something, you're like, oh, this is awesome. I actually know this stuff, and then it's just like helps you be more confident with all of that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a little certificate.
Aw.
And stuff. It's not framed, but I think I'll get one of those eventually. A frame. I just don't know what color I want it to be. So yeah, that's me.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
HR is kind of wild though. Like, and I've worked
As
for
a
some like
fellow-
big corporations.
As a fellow, like, I was the front desk agent at a very big hotel chain, and let me tell you what, wow. The amount of keys that got thrown at me was insane. Like room keys, car keys, you name it, I've had it thrown in my face.
Oh my
Amazing.
gosh.
People just
And
feel
now in your current
the
career, you get game keys thrown at you.
yeah,
Oh
that's a
my
little
God,
better.
correct.
That glow up.
I feel like people when they see customer service people, they just feel like they can treat them however they want.
But they're like, I'm right. And I was like, not today, sir. Not today.
It's just crazy. That's why with Twitch chat, if someone does that, you can just yell at them or ban them. So it's great.
Totally.
Yeah.
You hear that, chat?
Everyone gets a
banned.
ban today.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new moderation button, the super shield button?
I saw them
Yeah.
announce it. I haven't done it.
Have you had the accident button press from your mods too?
Yes. Mhm. And then it just like disables like everything. Like, yeah.
I didn't even, how is it even? So it just like shuts
yeah,
down the
formal.
entire
Oh, yeah.
chat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is the big purple button. It like it clears chat. It puts it in emo only. Puts it in follow mode. Only certain types of people can chat. It's amazing. But
Wow.
like, oh my gosh, when you first get the pop up, it's very large, and so if you accidentally mash the button, everything gets cleared and wiped. This is new though. This is like this week's update with Twitch. So if you haven't experienced it yet, just heads up.
Usually my chat doesn't get crazy enough for that, but who knows? Maybe it would. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't know. I think your chat generally represents you as a streamer. So like my chat's just very slow and calm typically. Like a lot of times, even if I have a lot of viewers, people come in and they're like, is this guy botting? And I'm like, no, everyone's just sleeping or doing something else.
Oh my god, yes, I love the botting question. If all of the bots in chat could beep boop for a sec, thank you.
Bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop.
Everyone, all the chats, all the viewers right now are bots. So if we can all beep boop, that would be amazing.
Someone said we're slow, calm, and broken. Exactly.
Sundays
little
are like
decrepit,
a
probably
very
busy
chill
questing.
day. Very chill day for WoW on just questing and talking, and it's like so awesome. It's like therapy, kind of like you're just chilling, playing, questing, talking to your friends. I love the quest chill and chat. I feel like that should be a podcast.
That should. That's a good name.
That is a good one.
We're like just doing our thing and just talking about a game that we're passionate about.
Yeah. I was gonna ask Mav what it's like working with like Xbox streams and stuff like that, because that seems like it would be a lot to handle because there's so many different.
It's
I don't know.
There's a lot. We have a whole team that are super duper helpful, and you know we have Mark and Tanner, who are kind of our sound and directing engineer guys, who make sure the stream kind of goes off without a hitch, and have Alex, who is sort of like the producer help, who makes sure everything gets coordinated and everything. We have several other people behind the scenes and a community manager who's in chat, and so it's like this year really the channel has upgraded a bit in production quality, just like we have a new studio and stuff, so it definitely is different. It is similarly complicated as streaming, so if you are a streamer or if you've ever streamed, lots of buttons to worry about, lots of connection issues, Discord calls, you know, this if you had like a high production stream you have to do. Essentially it's very similar to like a sponsored stream in terms of
but just for every stream.
For every stream, yeah. So there's like deliverables, there's notes you need to hit. It's very host heavy, but really fun because there's a really awesome community there too, which feels very Twitch vibes. So lots of regulars.
I really love being in Xbox chat. I was watching you play Fortnite a while ago. That was kind of funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we try to do things with like the current updates with games, and so I'm like really fingers crossed with the whole Blizzard Microsoft, because I would love to just play WoW.
That'd be amazing.
That would be
I don't
amazing.
know, guys. Krendor and Quinn are gonna come hang out today while we're on the Xbox channel. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm all in.
We literally always looking for friends to play games with online. So if you guys are want to play games, feel free. We would love to have you.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd be down for that.
I think
Super
I
fun.
played some Fortnite over there
Yeah.
one time earlier this year. I think it was Fortnite. I don't know. I play like so much. I don't even.
Aww.
I can't find these whelplings. I'm doing this quest. It's driving
Are you
me
in Oni
bonkers.
right now? Many whelps. We must handle them all.
Where
Oh, are you doing
they?
the one where you gotta find them and they're like hidden in the little
Soothe
city?
them. Yeah, I gotta soothe
Yeah,
them.
one's like out on a balcony thing, two are in the building, and one's like by a thingy. One's hard to find because it's kind of out by the balcony thing. If you're doing the same thing I am, you might not be. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I have one of my friends, Kelly, who is on the Xbox global marketing team, and she was on the stream for a really long time at Xbox, and she ran like the Apex stream for a long time, and she's the best. And she's like, yeah, what do we do on the Xbox stream? We get into shenanigans. So if you like shenanigans,
I remember.
Shenanigans is my specialty.
I feel like everyone on this call, like, if you want some shenanigans, we've got you.
Oh yeah, I remember I was
my
part
middle
of
name.
I was part of the Player Unknown's Battleground Twitch event,
Oof.
and I literally
so long
played.
ago when it launched, right?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
That was wild.
But I remember I only used a crossbow. That was all I did, and I became the crossbow hero. And I got 1 kill with the crossbow, and so the announcer people were like, and he killed someone with a crossbow. And I was like, all right, I'm done. I've done what I needed to do.
I've peaked. You're all awesome.
Yeah, because otherwise you're fighting against like pro people, and like there's like, oh, Summit 1G's there, and there's
Oh my
like
gosh.
Shroud, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna lose, so I'm just going for the crossbow kill.
That's awesome. Do you still play that PUBG?
No, not for a while. It's
PUBG's was where like I really fell in love with BRs.
Yeah,
but
it
then
was,
when
like, one of the
Apex
best
came
ones.
out, I was like, oh, Titanfall BR, like I was
just
in.
it. Yeah,
Absolutely in.
It was like the first real battle royale game that like kind of came to surface really, and then
Yeah.
all the other ones popped up. In fact, I remember Fortnite used to be a tower defense game, and
I streamed it back in the Save the World mode, and then after Fortnite took off, Dr. Lupo and Geek Chick and I would play so much PUBG. And then he was like, I gotta go play this Fortnite game. And I was like, have fun.
yeah, I played 1 round and I came in first place, and I was like, all right, I never have to play again. And really, I barely played again. That was fine with me.
Never won a PUBG game.
Oh wow,
Oh.
really?
They're really hard to
Sorry.
win, actually.
You still
They are
hate
kind of
my
hard to win, yeah.
friends?
A lot of it was honestly just trying to not
Wow,
die for the
Pandora.
first like the secret is you just hide for the first half of the
Yeah.
game. Like that's really the secret.
Yeah. The PUBG days were wild. Yeah, that was some shenanigans happening for sure.
I found one of the whelplings. That was
There
on
you
the
go.
balcony. The
Yeah, there it is.
I have one left.
Nice, nice.
Jeez
Quinn,
Louise.
What
Uh-huh.
what have you
Veranda,
been up to lately?
69
What is
months, how's the new
your-
stuff,
what
Coach?
is your
It's
current
fantastic.
Content schedule a little bit like. What are you looking to make and do, and what are you up to?
So lately I've had a cold.
What?
I'm recovering from a cold.
Ooh,
Yeah.
everybody's
I've been
sick
playing
now.
a lot of WoW. I was playing some Outlast Trials recently as well, but mostly just WoW.
Oh yeah.
Mostly just classic. I've been doing a lot of classic and things like that. I kind of dropped the ball on like Fortnite, even though that's like one of my main games. Like I'm really, really good at that. Like I've done Twitch rivals for it. Like,
Oh,
I
we need to carry.
ooh, and Overwatch. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch too.
Oh yeah, Overwatch is fun.
That's another thing. I haven't been streaming a bunch of it, but I have been playing that. I'm a diva main, so yeah.
I'm a really bad
every Saturday I
Hanzo.
do a show. Hanzo, oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
Hanzo is the toxic character.
I'd say Genji's #1 toxic.
Oh, yeah,
Hanzo's
Genji,
number 2.
Genji. The
Yeah.
I love that there's lore behind it as your fellow role player. I love that Genji and Hanzo are brothers.
Yep. That is
Yes.
funny.
Wait, they're brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I would watch that movie. Like,
Right?
watch
I
them
wish there
in
was
a
a little bit
movie
more. Wish there's more.
Have you
It was
ever
Titan already.
you ever played League of Legends?
A little bit. I'm not very good, okay? I played a little bit of League.
I would suggest not starting.
It is really, it takes like a year to really learn what to do. And
Yeah,
that's for like
it's-
one role.
I've played it since I started Wrath, and it's pretty much like a drug. Like you always
Yeah.
come back, you always hate yourself when you come back. It's like, God, I don't want to do this. Your blood pressure goes up from playing. You take years off your life. But I play it.
I was just about to say, I don't think I've
It
ever
waters your
been
lawn.
that down.
Yeah, you gotta
Like,
be
try League of Legends.
you gotta be really depressed if you want to play League. That's what it boils down to.
That's how I used to feel about Overwatch, though. Like, I
That's
used
true.
to.
Overwatch
I
is
used to
very
tell, like, my
arcade
friends, I was
style.
like, if you see me playing Overwatch, please like check in on me. I'm about to die. I'm like, getting attacked. He's like, are you good? It's good. Why you playing Overwatch, Quinn? Everything okay? Overwatch 2 hits different though. It's like a completely different vibe. I don't. Maybe it's because it has like that different like system where, you know, you gotta get the battle pass and whatnot, and it's not as sweaty. But
It's weird because they really want to make it a PvE game, and that's like their big push for it. And we're just waiting to hear
Yeah.
about it. You know,
It is kind of weird. We're waiting. Eventually, you know, soon TM.
But season 2's out soon, so I thought
Yeah,
it just came out, so I don't know. We'll have to check it out.
My God, rescuing tornado hippos.
Isn't it
You
so
need-
cute,
you need-
though?
Yeah.
Like 29 of them, like a very specific random number of them.
Well, these hippos, we only need 20. You're probably thinking of other hippos. There are a lot of hippos. Like
Very
a really
specific.
big amount of hippos.
That portion is so chaotic. I'm just fighting for my life out here on this bridge. I just keep fearing these like really bad like dudes. And they're running away and they can't kill me because I'm a holy priest. I live forever.
Have you always played a holy priest, or is that just like what you felt like playing?
No, actually, when I first started playing WoW, I was a warrior. I was an undead warrior.
Oh,
Oh,
And I was like
Slay.
tanking and spanking and doing all that stuff. And then Cataclysm happened, and there was like some changes to how you
Yep.
tank. And I never adjusted, and I never gained my confidence back. And it's something I've been working on my whole life to get back into it. So that's when I made my priest. Her name is Post Office, and
Aw,
she's
that's such
like
a good name.
my little placeholder now. And one day I'm gonna tank again, though. One day, there's so much confidence that goes to this game, and I don't think people talk about that enough. It's not just clicking buttons. Like, you have to go in there and be like, I can do this, because like once you start doubting yourself, like you can lose it all, especially as a tank.
oh yeah.
yeah.
People will
There's
get
no-
mad.
Yeah, there's no room for learning. And when you're in the group play, they're like, wait, you don't know how to do this perfectly yet? And you're like,
Yeah,
no, I'm
uninstall
literally
the game.
practicing.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Oh yeah, especially at the start of the expansion. Or I guess
Yeah.
it's like when nobody knows anything, and then I guess there's a little more leeway at the start because everyone's kind of learning. But once you hit like a few weeks in, they're just like, "What? You don't know how to do this now? Like
You
it's been
can't
out a
do
few
this?
weeks." Yeah.
This game
Yeah.
has been out for 5 minutes. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Uninstall right now.
Dude, there's people they max level in like an hour. Like it's insane.
I can't.
Oh god, I'm in a tornado. Whee!
But other than like Post Office and like I have so many characters, I don't even know where to begin. But
Oh,
none
yeah,
of them are
my-
alliance.
My
So I'm-
alternative, my alts are very maxed out.
What about you? What did you start with?
I started with Adreni. We're talking Warcraft characters?
Yeah, like what was your
I was
first
a
main?
shaman or shaman. We like
Yep.
to call her shaman. Shaman.
Shaman.
The class that they just can't quite just leave it alone. They just always have to change it.
Yep.
Like, are we recalling all the totems or not? Like, can we just decide on what it is gonna
Yep.
be? But I really fell in love with disc priesting, and I really fell in love with the history and lore with night elves and priests, and just like older lore with like the titans and the dragons
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. And so when this expansion was announced, I was just like, my time is now. I've been working my whole life for this moment. But I really, really enjoyed being a priest. I don't know what it is. Like, I've played all of the healing classes. And it's just something about being a priest. Maybe it was just because I was a priest main in Wrath of the Lich King, and you really just didn't die. And you just like,
Yeah.
I felt very useful. And so
Yeah.
that was a new feeling for me in the game.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was.
That's how I feel like I'm a priest, and like even as a tank, because like I'm a narcissist, so it's just like
You're like, am I doing a good job? Please pat my head. Thank you.
Please affirm me right now. No, but it's like it's a powerful feeling, and it's helpful too. Like I feel like I'm doing good.
And
that's
that's the best
genuine.
armor. Okay.
I'm not even making a
Also-
joke. I really mean that. Me? Oh,
Also,
priest.
the-
No,
The
priest
armor's
too.
so
Yeah.
good. priest armor is
Fashion
incredible.
icons. Yes.
Tier 2
literally
priest is
incredible.
one of my favorite sets from way
I was
back
gonna
when.
say tier 2. I'm so sad because I can't get the color from vanilla because they discontinued it,
Oh wow, really?
and it evades me forever. But it's a beautiful set on the priest. If you have free time, go check it out because it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I still got it on my priest because back then
Oh,
I
the teal and the white.
yep, I got that. I got the
so
full one.
pretty.
It is
Has every
fantastic.
other color and
Yeah.
every size in different heroics in different sets. And I just can't get that one.
'Cause back then I mained
Aw.
a priest and his name was Krendor, which
Oh.
crazy.
Ah.
It's like your name.
Were you-
It
Oh
is.
my gosh.
Okay, wait, how did you get your name? Is it from WoW?
Yeah, that was I made a hunter and I got to 60 and then nobody wanted hunters. And so then I was like, I guess I'll make a priest
Did
because
you not
everyone
bring a
wants
hunter?
healers. So I made a priest.
Do people want
And-
hunters now, or are they still like on the outs?
yeah, hunters are actually pretty good now.
I just
Um,
want to say, my username Mav is from my random generated character I'm on right now.
Oh yeah.
So my name online is from WoW. So I
You can
relate to you
relate,
there.
yeah. It's I remember when I made the name Krendor, I randomly generated it and it was like
Yup,
Krendorn with a K, and I was like, I'll just get the K to a C and then take off the N or something, and I was like, sounds good.
Literally same. Holy shit. I was like, it was like a Mavic Iksha or something, and I was just like Mave or something. That's all good. Let's go.
Oh, that's a
And-
great way to make a name.
We're stuck. We're stuck here.
Yeah.
I'm stuck, y'all. I can't find this last whelpling. Can you help me, WoW friends?
Right?
Oh, yeah.
I've
Could,
been looking for a geode.
So I got the one that was like up on the balcony or whatever.
Right.
But one thing I want to say is like, we are definitely having some gaming challenges, or at least I am. And thanks to Xfinity for helping us get through this and for having amazing internet and letting us play together and get to know each other and have fun. So
That's
That's
right.
true. With dragon flying, I'm
Very
flying
true.
as fast as Xfinity speed. Truly insane.
I mean, I have a whole house full of family. I have teens and a baby with a monitor that I have to log in on my Wi-Fi, and a Mr. Mav, and the pandemic. Like Xfinity
yeah.
carried us. Like
Wow.
it was insane. So big shout out to Xfinity for
Oh yeah.
actually being fast and reliable for
Yeah.
the whole house.
They actually
Yes.
upgraded my speed from like, I think I was paying for like 400 and they upgraded it to like 900 or a gig
Yes.
or like a full gig. I was like, wow.
The G.
Yeah, the
With
full
G
G.
speed, full G, full
It's
G speed
fantastic.
ahead.
Oh yeah.
Mav has a whole raid group in their house.
Yes.
About
I'm
Mr.
not
Mav,
So
is
cool.
do they play
Mr.
games?
Mav, Mr. Mav has played a lot of WoW. He plays more WoW than me.
Oh wow. Literally.
Yeah, he used to raid lead back in vanilla or guild lead,
Ooh.
and like, I mean, I don't think going back into WoW vanilla, I don't think I could ever do that. So I commend you both for playing WoW vanilla back in the day, because oh my god, I'm such a baby.
Well, it helped being in high school and not doing homework.
And not doing anything.
Yeah, so
He
then
was in college, so he was like, yeah, I'm playing WoW, Halo and WoW.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
in fact, I remember playing Halo 2 then as well. That was great.
Yeah.
Those were good times. In fact, I remember we were playing Halo
Halo.
2, and then my friend was like, "We're gonna start playing WoW," and I was like, "Oh, you gotta pay like monthly for that? I'm not gonna play or pay to play that." And then I, obviously started, and then I was like, "Oh
Narrator.
my god,
He did.
I did, I did."
There was something I was gonna say about Halo and I forgot.
It might have been
Oh,
one of the
John.
first games I played online. Was Halo 2,
Yeah.
at least console-wise.
Awesome. Yeah, Halo was my early baby Mav gaming career. My little Xbox 360.
Hmm.
That box carried me forever.
Yeah, that was a Man, 2004.
That's true. Classic had a community vibe. I feel like
2004?
I feel like I felt that back then, just because it was forums heavy. There wasn't like a social media really. Like no one was really on Twitter until like 2017.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
even though it
forums
was
used to be the
around
main
forever.
thing.
I feel so old.
Yep.
I feel so old right now.
I feel old physically and mentally.
I know, like my knees hurt
Yep.
all the time.
Oh yeah.
I just think about like doing something strenuous and my knees start to hurt.
I
Yep.
think about it and my body goes in full convulsion.
The amount of times I tweak my neck while sleeping is like too high.
Ooh.
Or when you wake up and you're crunchy, like
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
new.
Yeah,
This
I had the
is
old
new.
plantar fasciitis a few weeks ago. That was fun. You ever
Oh,
never had that?
no. No.
You know what's not crunchy?
What?
Xfinity.
That's
Oh.
true.
Their internet.
They would
Love
never
that
give me
service right now.
plantar fasciitis. There's no way.
No, there's no way. Absolutely not.
Murloc.
Little whelpling. When I find it, they should just give it to me as a pet because I have no idea where it's at.
Have you checked? You checked in the building, right?
Yep, I went into the one building and I went up into the balcony. I got that one, and I got like one that was kind of on a cliff, or like a little.
Yeah, like next to the cliff. There should be two in the building, so I'd go back in the building.
Oh, okay.
There's one upstairs and one downstairs. At least I think there
I
was.
looked downstairs.
I love the snails, the lava snails.
Oh yeah,
They're
They're
so
so
cute.
I love. You can actually get a mount. It just takes a while to get the lava snail mount.
Smart. I need to get that snail mount.
Yeah, mounts. I love mounts because I always tell people like, no matter what the expansion, you'll always have your mounts. Doesn't matter. Mounts are
True.
forever.
What's your favorite mount? I know we talked about like some rare
Hunting.
mounts are hard to get mounts, but like, what's your favorite one?
Yeah.
Mine is the Swift Zulian Tiger, which you could
Yep.
only get from the old ZG. And I got it with like 2 weeks left to get it. And I went with somebody and then they rolled on it and they were like, you know what? I like came along. You were going to do it alone, so you can have it. And I was like, wow, thanks. And then a few weeks later, they were like, wow, I shouldn't have given it to you. And I was like, oh, it's too late now. Yeah, it's super rare. Probably the rarest mount I got.
That's dope.
I like the turtle mount. That makes you swim faster. I
Oh, yeah.
accidentally got that from fishing.
Yeah, turtle mount's great.
Made so many people mad. Because it's not impossible to get, but it's still a little bit rare. And so, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I got a mount. They're like, which one? You're fishing right now. And I was like,
Yeah, you gotta fish for a while to get that
a
one.
while. Yeah, I did not fish for very long. Not a huge fisher in games, turns out. Not a fan. Not a big fan.
See, personally, I love fishing. Huge fishing fan.
I'm just bad at it. I don't know. I just cannot.
In fact, I had an entire YouTube show around fishing.
That's amazing. No, I love watching the fishing events. Like,
That's
I would
cool.
watch.
Yeah. Well,
I'd
it
be the
Do y'all
was.
person
PvP at
flailing.
all? Do y'all like to have y'all PvP'd and stuff?
I like to do it casually, but I'm too slow to be good at it,
Yeah.
honestly. But it's fun. I still enjoy doing it. Do you
What about you,
PvP?
Quinn? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never geared for PvP or any of that stuff, but I do enjoy it. I really like the whole duos thing. Me and one of my friends, we like to do that, and we kind of like go far. Like we do well,
Oh.
despite me not being geared for PvP. But there's a lot of toxic energy in the
Oh yeah.
PvP spaces, so I try to avoid that.
Any competitive thing is gonna have that. It just like ends up happening.
I really like what is the Eye of the Storm? Eye of the Storm.
Yeah,
That's
Eye
one
of
of
the
my favorite
Storm.
battlegrounds. And as a priest, it's really fun because you can just mind control people off the sides.
That's
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. On the bridge thing.
It's so fun. Yes, it's perfect. Like I do very well there because I just lay low and just which
Yeah, it's honestly you can like lose the battleground, but if you mind control someone off, it like makes it all worth it.
yeah, it makes it worth it. As far as mount goes, I don't even know what my favorite mount is. I do want that one mount that's in I want to say it's not Charlemagne's. It's no.
Charlemagne's, yeah.
There's a mount out there, right? Like a horseman.
Oh, the
thing.
Baron
Oh my God.
Rivendare
Oh.
mount
Yeah.
in
the Baron-
Stratholme.
Yeah,
Stratholme.
Stratholme.
Yeah, Stratholme.
I want
That's
that
my
so
favorite dungeon.
bad.
Oh wow, really?
I love the gauntlet. The gauntlet run in
Oh, yeah.
Stratholme dungeon is so good. Oh my god, when it first dropped and it was your first time running it with the Wrath campaign, I thought I was like, I'm a PvPer or I'm a PvEer. I'm maining PvE. This is amazing.
Yeah, that was
yeah. That was a great dungeon.
yeah, that was a great dungeon. I love Stratholme.
I think just because I love a good PvE challenge. Like I love healing and getting through a situation. And then I think that's why I love raiding so much. I'm definitely more of a raider than a PvPer, but I will PvP. I like group PvP. That one's really fun.
You like tower defense games then?
Yeah, I do. I like Fortnite.
Oh yeah,
Bring
the
back
tower
Save
defense
the World.
Fortnite. Yeah.
I really like Black Temple.
Oh yeah, Black
Ooh.
Temple was great.
I love it. I
Or,
love a lot of like the Crusade dungeon or raids because they're so lore heavy. You guys sit through like
Oh gosh, what is it? It's just south of
long
Stormwind.
speeches.
What is that? Karazhan.
All right, Karazhan.
Karazhan's really fun.
Karazhan's
oh, the
fun.
chest,
Yeah.
the chest. Let's
Yeah,
go.
chest
Oh
event.
my
I
gosh.
love that. Yeah.
Definitely, we used to run a ton of transmog raid runs, so lots of throwback raids constantly, just because nothing drops ever all the time. So
Are you big like lore nerds then? You love your
I'm
lore.
definitely a crybaby when I read some of the books that come out, because I'm just like, and then he did what? And he cried, and when the Cataclysm book came out, I read that in like a day, and I
Oh,
was
wow.
just like, I need to make a gnome. I need to make a gnome. I don't play gnomes, but I'm gonna make one. It's amazing.
What about you, Quinn?
Yeah, I would say I'm a little bit of a lore nerd. I definitely am someone like when I play WoW and people like ask me what my vibe is, I'm like, I'm just in love with Azeroth and all the different like I start crying and stuff. There's like, okay. I love it. I just love being here. Like this might be a weirdo nerd thing to say, but I'm a weirdo nerd, so I'm gonna own it.
Yeah.
This is like my second home. I've been playing this game more than half my life at this point. So it's
Yeah.
like, I just like being here. And that's why I can't quit it. Like I always come back. It's just like a huge part of me. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of the reasons I'm glad they went back to like actual Azeroth and not like the Shadowlands or like somewhere else. Like it just feels good being in actual
back.
Azeroth. Yeah.
Well, the cool thing is they're gonna pull on the nostalgia just because of all of the Titan lore and all the time-changing, dragon shifting stuff. So you're gonna see maybe glimpses of like the past and stuff mattering in this expansion, which will be really fun to experience.
Yeah. No, it is really nice
Push
actually.
up my imaginary glasses here.
Yeah.
Put my book away.
Especially like dragons. It's like we've been fighting demons for so long. I'm like, dude, finally dragons
Oh my
again.
gosh. Yes. I'm so glad to be dealing with dragons, especially when dragons, they don't really get along in this. And so it's kind of cool because that's like real.
Mm-hmm.
Like very realistic.
Yeah.
How
yeah, that's
dragon
very
hierarchy is.
realistic.
Very realistic. There's dragons all over in real
These
life.
dragons.
My friend, this dragon guy, okay, listen, he told me, you will not believe this.
I won't believe it. I love, in fact, a lot of the new zones are really cool because they feel very almost Wrath of the Lich King Northrend-esque. Like if you go to, when you go to
Yes.
Azure Span, it's very like Grizzly Hills, Crystal Song Forest. that's really, really nice.
I was thinking like some of these character builds, like for the dudes that I'm fighting now, like these, they remind me of some of those Vikings out there. Are they Vikings?
Yeah.
You know, the ones right outside of like Upgrade Keith and stuff.
Yeah, the
Guard.
yeah, what are they called? Like starts with a V. I think Rack3 something like that.
Wait,
Channel
say it
no.
again.
It's like the Rack Theory. Right cool. That's what it right cool. Words.
Yes. I'm currently playing with Control Quinn and Krendor right now. You can see on our screens, we are actually squad streaming. So you can watch all of our perspectives. Go follow them. We're also streaming with Xfinity today, which is super duper amazing that they are getting some WoW nerds together for this awesome day today. It's this bonus Sunday stream for me.
Yeah, I rarely stream on Sundays actually, or I do like really late night streams.
Yeah.
It's weird the sun's out.
Absolute honor to like be with y'all, just like talking about WoW and questing. I stream on Sundays. It's usually like a casual, chill day. Listen to some lo-fi and just like click heads.
Turn brain off. Yeah.
Auto/follow. Someone carried me through this questing. Please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you find the whelp, by the way?
I did, and I handed a quest in.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. So now I'm just like,
You got my attention.
time for reckoning. No, I'm actually in Justice, the Jarn Justice. I don't know. It's like I'm just clicking stuff.
That's the best part. You just click,
Yeah.
just run around. Half the time I don't even know what I'm doing.
Like dungeon together. How would that work?
So I mean, we just group up and then just queue for a dungeon and then you just fill it with people. But I mean, honestly, I don't know. I just kind of enjoy questing. Like it's just kind of nice. Yeah, it's soothing. It's usually dungeons. It's like you gotta focus and pay attention, and I hate it. Well, I don't hate it, but you know,
Yeah.
for things like this where you're just kind of chilling and talking, I think it's easier to quest.
Yeah. I think it's like awesome. Yeah, I'm down with this. Like we're just questing, we're going with the flow, and we're going with the flow thanks to Xfinity for having amazing internet and providing us with this space to like just be nerds and hang out. Make sure you hit that Xfinity command. All these people in this chat are awesome. You are so cool.
You're cool.
You're cool.
No, you are.
You're cool. No, you.
You saved the whelplings. You're a goddess.
I wouldn't have been able to do it without y'all, though. Like, you taught me how.
And I wouldn't
You
be
said-
able to do it without Xfinity giving me internet to
Yes.
play the game.
Exactly.
There's nothing worse, though, let's be honest, than like really gross spotty internet like that, especially during a raid or like in any online game, and this is primarily an online game, so
Dev
you
with
can't
the
really play this
57 months, bro. I've been
offline.
enjoying Dragonflight so much. Dude,
Imagine
hell yeah, I'm
raiding
telling you.
And not having Xfinity.
It's fantastic.
It couldn't be me.
Could not be us.
Could not be us.
Sweet. They're the 57 months.
I
Dev.
really, really, really am getting like Cataclysm vibes.
Yeah.
When you're rescuing all like the little animals and stuff. And I remember in
Oh, yeah.
Cataclysm, I was in Hyjal, like outside of Hyjal, like
The bear cubs and everything.
Yup.
Yes. And
Yeah.
there was like that cute mission where you're like on the trampoline.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
talking about? And
Yep.
you had like jump on the trampoline to like get the little cubs out the trees. And
Yeah,
it
I
was
remember
so
that.
cute. We all cried, or at least I was crying.
I feel like when you play this, you can tell they had a lot of fun making it. Like, it feels like a lot of the quests are, I don't know, they just feel very well written, or like they were kind of, you know, in a room being like, this would be fun to do. And they're like, yeah, let's just do it. Like, it has that type of vibe to it.
Yeah, you can
100%.
definitely tell that in the quest. I love it.
Makes me want to play my hunter just so I can get some of these pets. These spiders are cute.
Oh, I didn't even mention that I actually have a WoW NPC now. Like I have an NPC in
Wait,
the Azure
you're
Spain.
in WoW?
Yeah, I am now in WoW.
What?
Where?
If you go to the Azure span next to Camp Nowhere, which is perfect, I'm just in a boat.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy moly. You are so famous.
Yeah, it's...
Yes, that is Krendor. There's someone in my chat like, is that Krendor? Yes, that is the Krendor. Famous icon, legendary. They created World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it was Kren
They are the
the...
blueprint.
They're named Kren the Pointless, and they just sit in a boat and they just fish, which is crazy because like I didn't even know they were doing it. It just kind of happened, and I was like, "What?" And people were like, "Yeah, there you are. You're in the game," and I was like, "Neat."
That is so cool.
Yeah. So.
Oh wow.
It's,
I'm trying to get like you one day.
It's yeah, I don't know. It's kind of wild. It's like a serene moment of like, dude, I played this game for so long and made all these videos and done all this stuff, and now I'm just like in the game. I was like, even if they took it out, I have video proof now. You can't take that away.
You're
That's
making me
amazing.
emotional. I feel that like
Can Krendor and Quinn and I just be little whelps in a circle running around? Like that would be amazing.
yes.
Like fire team style. Like this, I would die.
Yeah, I would be.
That's awesome.
I mean, literally anything. I'd be a whelp, a plant.
Right?
It could have been
Just make
whatever.
me a flower.
Yeah.
I'll be a pixel. I'll just be like a poster you run by that's just on a wall.
Yeah, Krendor, like what you just said about like you've played this game like so long and then suddenly you're like in it, like that is such a surreal moment. And I feel that a lot. Like when I first started streaming, I used to play WoW. Like I used to stream it and it was just like so potato-y because I didn't have a good laptop or anything like that.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, wow, now I'm a WoW creator. And like Blizzard knows who I am. And I'm playing World of Warcraft with you fine people. That is so cool. Like it's just like emotions, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's really cool. Did you ever have like I guess because like with streaming and YouTube and all that, it's almost it can be kind of crazy even feel like, oh wow, I've made it to some extent, you know what I mean? Because now so many people want to do this. Like there's kids growing up being like, I want to be a streamer, and it's like, what?
Yeah, like that's a career path.
I remember trying not to tell people what I do.
Oh yeah, I try to never tell people.
They're like, what do you do? And I'm like, well, you know YouTube. That, but like live, but like not on YouTube. And they're like, what? I'm like, don't look at me. Don't find me. Leave me be.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's easier that way. I remember Jesse, because he would always tell a story of how he'd be in a Uber or like a taxi or something and be like, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I work for a studio. And they're like, oh yeah, what do you do? And he's like, I work on Paul Blart Mall Cop. And they're like, oh, okay. He's like, that's what I do every time.
It's true though.
Yep.
There was one time I felt really famous because I was at like TwitchCon and I was at this Xbox event and the Mav show was there and they were like, is that Controller Quinn?
Are you
I was
kidding?
like,
I
how
saw
do
you and I knew
know
exactly.
me?
I was like, oh my gosh, in the flesh? Are you kidding?
And I was like,
It doesn't. The thing is though, is that it just doesn't get old because like this wasn't. I mean, you guys know this wasn't the plan. I wasn't like, you know what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna go be a streamer. Then you know what? I'm gonna go work for Xbox. I mean, you manifest and like put those things into the universe of things you'd love to be able to do, but like
What did you
definitely
want to
not,
do
like-
before that?
I was really into animation, and so I wanted to I created my Twitch to showcase silly, ridiculous animation shorts. And then before that, I wanted to be a veterinarian for like horses.
Oh,
and
wow.
so I was gonna be like in the equine industry, and so I was like, well, I'll go to school for animation, and then I'll just sort of like just do horse stuff as a hobby just because there's so much for that. And I just, I had kids really, really, really young. And so I was like, I don't know if 20 years of school is going to be my plan here. So yeah, I just kind of fell right into my lap. And, I've always, my tagline is just like, I've been so alone for so long and I never want someone to feel that way. And so if I can create a space that people feel like they've always been a part of, like, then I did my job right. And so that's why I think I fell in love with streaming, was because I got to kind of create the space that I had always wished I had as a kid. And so, yeah, it was like a
My heart.
little corny beginnings with little unicorns and magical friends.
So awesome.
Yeah, that's a very wholesome reason to start streaming.
Wow.
So I feel like not a lot of people have a wholesome reason nowadays. There's like money while playing video games.
Yeah. I started streaming because I'm a narcissist. I'm just kidding.
I knew people would love me.
I just knew it. Before I was a streamer, like I said, I worked in HR, human resources. And before that, I wanted to be a linguist. Before that, I wanted to be an English teacher because I was like so fascinated how people communicate and things like that. But what it all comes back to is like communication and people. So it kind of makes sense that I'm a streamer. And there's like so many different personalities in the streaming space and so many beautiful people you meet, and we can all learn so much from each other. And it just kind of makes sense, And I'm an entertainer. I like to make people laugh. I like to make people smile, and I definitely pull from like lived experiences. And I'm happy to be here and to be able to do that and just share this so pure and clean and fresh with y'all on this amazing Xfinity internet. And make sure you hit that Xfinity command, y'all. I am playing World of Warcraft with Krendor and the Mav Show, and they're beautiful and amazing people.
Woo.
Aww.
Yeah.
And we're all crying in the clear.
We're all crying in WoW together.
If you could just do like one thing, would it be like improv stand-ups? I know you said that's your thing, or like what would you do if you could just pick one thing and you were able to do it?
Oh golly. For me, I would really like to just put more focus on improv comics on Twitch. There's so many of them, and like kind of have like an improv group that is only Twitch based. You know what I mean? That's what I really want to do. And then we could have so many people come in and out and like do some stuff, like some games, make some stories, and just be creative and funny.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's kind of like a second city for Twitch.
Yeah,
underground.
It's like all virtual.
Yeah.
Yes. How about you, Krendor?
Oh, I just want to do this as long as I can. Just, play game,
Right?
play WoW.
As long as chat will have us. Like, you just keep on.
I'm just doing what I've always wanted to do. I wanted to grow up, work from home, and play video games, and I'm doing it. So I was like, it's as long as I can go. I don't need to be like the biggest person ever. I don't need to be like Ninja out here, like crazy. But in fact, I don't even like that. I like being right in the middle. It's like the perfect size. If you get too big, it's like you get a little too crazy.
It gets a little too much, I think. It's really hard to keep that vibe too of a community when it's like a little too
Can't even read the chat.
large. You can't. Yeah. Not interested in that size, actually. I agree.
I feel like streaming is like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and there's all these other things to make your sandwich. I just want to be the jelly. Because I don't like peanut butter.
Oh,
and I don't
peanut
like
butter.
bread.
So you don't like peanut butter?
All over me.
Yeah.
Do you not like the taste of it or the texture? Like, what about peanut butter?
It's the texture. It's like weird. Well, I do like peanut butter when it has peanuts in it. I feel like
the
I'm
crunchy
making a
peanut butter.
controversial comment to everyone's chats right now.
This is like the most controversial thing the whole stream.
I like jelly. Peanut butter jelly time.
Next, you're gonna say a hot dog isn't a sandwich.
A
Oh,
hot
it
dog
is.
is not a sandwich.
Oh.
And a taco is a sandwich.
I mean, I don't think a taco's a sandwich because it's not sandwich. Well, it's like it's partially sandwiched, but it's still like it's
Not.
one thing you're sandwiching with. So I mean, I guess it's the technicalities, really.
Yeah. A taco is a sandwich, I think. A hot dog isn't a sandwich. But you know what? It's not sandwiched. My bit rate right now because this stream is sponsored by Xfinity.
That was very smooth.
Quinn just broke my brain. I'm
super excited to be here. Thank you, Xfinity, for everything. I'm super excited to be a part of the Xfinity Creator Program and to be hanging out with two legends today playing World of Warcraft. Make sure you hit that Xfinity command and click those links, y'all. I'm sorry I broke your brain.
I'm injured.
I like it. That
I
was.
need
That was
rest.
I feel like if I can make you laugh, that's successful. I made you
I'm
laugh,
in
and that
shock.
makes me feel good.
but is a cereal soup? Like, is a bowl of cereal considered soup? That's the real question.
Cereal is soup.
Yeah, I agree. It's just
No,
cold
it's
soup.
not. It absolutely is not. Soup is hot, okay? And it burns your mouth, and you can't eat it right away, and it makes me really mad.
There's cold soups. There's what's the beet one? There's
Wait,
borscht.
Ew.
Soup makes you mad?
Hot, it's too hot. I'm like baby in Goldilocks, okay? It can't be too hot. It can't be too cold.
These are the real conversations.
Okay, but a taco
This
is
is
a
what the
sandwich,
people
but a
want.
hot dog is not a sandwich?
Well, I mean, it could be. Like, both those things are sandwiched.
I think we need to define what a sandwich is. Because sometimes I feel like a sandwich.
Let's see. I'll Google it. Sandwich.
What?
We're
is
gonna
a
need
sandwich?
a call out here on this. We're gonna need a professional in here.
What is considered a sandwich? Sandwiches include cold and hot sandwiches of every kind that are prepared and ready to be eaten. Well, that doesn't help me. Whether made on bread, bagels, on rolls, in pitas, in wraps, or otherwise, and regardless of filling and numbers of layers. So I guess a lot of things can be considered a sandwich.
All right, now what about soup? What is a soup?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Soup. Definition.
You're gonna learn today, chat.
Yeah.
All y'all, this is an educational,
It is a
educational stream. Collaboration.
a liquid
Brought to you by
dish.
Xfinity.
Thank you, Xfinity.
A liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables in stock or water. See, it says typically, not all the time. So it could be.
Maybe, allegedly, for entertainment
Allegedly.
purposes only.
Allegedly, a
Allegedly.
soup.
What they have been saying. What the forums say. Twitter, it's on Twitter. It must be right.
Is cereal soup?
Yeah. I just died. Oh,
Oh, F in the chat. No.
died.
Chris.
but
Oh,
I did
geez.
level up. Ding.
Grats.
Thank you. I'm 61 now. And it feels like it. My back and my knee. Everything.
Oh yeah. You guys,
my neck, my back.
you guys like go to the gym or work out at all, or not really?
We should define what working out.
like sweating?
I mean,
that?
What kind
possibly.
of sweating? Like real IRL?
Yeah, like IRL sweating.
I actually used to compete in a lot of sports.
Oh wow, really?
What?
Yeah.
did you play?
When I was growing up, I was the gamer athlete dancing. I was like a super girly, but I was on the sports team, but I played
Did everything.
video games. And so I've never really found my people until I started streaming. I've done everything. I've competed in water skiing. I've showed horses. I've played for my softball team for my high school. I led the dance squad at my high school, and do a lot of stuff like that with like just dance. And then I competed in weightlifting, actually.
Whoa.
Wow.
Because I was so scrawny, and if you have this issue, I was super duper scrawny. I was very double jointed, and so I was like, I'm so sick of this. And so I got into weightlifting, and it's not CrossFit, but it's like a little bit CrossFit-y, where it's more like less gym, more like training.
Yeah.
And that helps my like gamer nerd brain, because I can't just go to a treadmill. Like I have to be outside. I have to be like climbing rope or climbing through something, or like throwing weight around or something like that, to help my brain. And yeah, that was I could carry all the bags of groceries in the house and not break a sweat. So that was my
Wow, yeah. That is crazy.
That's cool.
it was really fun. I never thought I could ever feel that strong, and so I didn't look it. I wasn't like super beefy, or I was defined, but I wasn't like, I didn't gain a ton of muscle mass. I just was really, it was very smart muscles, so it was just like actual strength training, which was really fun.
That's how I am. I used to be a stick, and now I'm just like a muscular stick. But I'm still a stick.
It makes you feel better when you're sitting all day too. Like if you, like when I am working out consistently, my body doesn't hurt as much after long periods of gaming, because it just needed that rest anyway. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah. No, it helps. It helps really just everything. Like I've noticed even a lot of streamers and YouTubers have like started working out more, just because it's like what I said earlier, you're sitting for your whole, youth, and then you start getting older and you're like, uh-oh, I gotta move.
I was like, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I've been learning how to swim.
Ooh,
oh wow.
That's like something
I'm terrible at
I've been
swimming.
I'm
like the worst.
I didn't swim when I was a kid, and I've been like practicing, and I know how to stay afloat now, and it's like a very like emotional thing for me. Everything is emotional to me, honestly.
No, that's amazing.
Let's be real. So but yeah, swimming makes me feel good. I like just like laying on my back and being in the water and like floating and just like looking at the sky. You should try it.
I used to lifeguard, actually.
Oh my. I feel like you've done literally everything. It's like I was a lifeguard, CrossFit, gymnast, dancing, gaming.
Please
I think I have a problem. I really am just too busy all the time, and so that's been my goal this year, is to not do too much. But here we are on Sunday. I just like to learn. That's my thing. I think I've figured out that I'm just really interested in learning something new all the time.
Learning is so fun.
It is.
I can feel my brain. I can feel it growing. The new wrinkle. I'm like, oh yes.
I like read like Wikipedia and stuff like that before I fall asleep, like to like turn my brain off. And I just keep all these things in my head, and then it's just like I'll pull out these random facts, like, oh yeah, Babe Ruth actually did, like, just random stuff.
I feel that so much. I'm very random facts for a friendship. I'm like, I don't know anything about the min-maxing situation, but did you know that Alex Raza, when she was younger?
I'm like that, but only with sports. I know like way too much about all the major sports over the years.
Okay, so who are your teams? Where are you from?
So I'm in
what's your zip
Chicago.
code, your address? Oh, nice.
I'm in Chicago, so I'm a Bulls fan. I'm a Blackhawks
Michael
fan,
Jordan
Cubs
fan.
fan. Yeah, but then I'm a Packers fan in football. I'm not a Bears fan.
Oh.
My
The
dad
Bears? The
brainwashed me.
Bears? Oh,
No.
The Chicago
Another
Bears?
Packers.
Yeah, Chicago Bears. So luckily they lost today. That was great. But yeah, so yeah, I'm Chicago everything, and then Packers in football. But I know way too much about sports. Like it's a problem.
My team's the Chargers, and we finally matter again,
Yep.
which is nice.
Usually they like to blow it in
they
some
were-
way.
They were trying to ship us away to London for
Yeah.
like we were there. And then, yeah, so this season has been really interesting and very rookie of our coach and everyone of
Yep.
all these different calls and stuff. But, you know, we just keep hanging on to the Chargers and
That's all you gotta do. Just keep hanging on.
keep hanging on.
Just gotta believe, and if you make the playoffs, anything happens. Who
Oh
knows?
my God.
Yeah.
Mr. Mouse, like, are you gonna watch this game? And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, they'll do good in the first half, but like the last quarter is very sketchy. Like, I can't watch sports
Yep.
events because I'm like the mom on the side, right? I'm like, what are you doing? You made $7 million this year. Catch the ball. Let's go. I'm very toxic. I'm so sorry.
I don't know anything about sports. I
Oh,
like
lucky.
the Eagles.
Well, that's good.
Oh,
They're like the best team in
Because I'm
football.
yeah.
from
they're like the-
Pennsylvania, so it's like I'm contractually obligated to like the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yup.
It's like on my birth certificate.
Yes, Quinn here will be born into the Eagles fandom. So sorry for your loss or your
It's
win.
like either that or the Steelers or the Phillies
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
in the
Phillies made
other
it far.
basketball games. I don't know.
76ers.
Are they from here?
Yeah, Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Cali. I'm Southern California, so our sports are all over the place. More drama
yeah.
than sport, I think, in the sports for us. But
Yeah. Classic Los Angeles. Honestly, LA is like it's a place I like to visit that I would never want to live in. I
Oh my
don't know.
gosh. I feel the same way. Like, I like the idea of LA, and like I've gone out there for like work and stuff on the West Coast. But I'm like, can I live here? I don't know. I
Boy.
don't know.
It's just
doo-doo. It's not good.
there's too much. There's like too
That's
much
a lot.
stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. And I like the changing seasons too, honestly.
Yeah.
The
I
weather
like
here,
snow.
the weather here is interesting. This is the coldest place I've ever lived in Seattle. But I like that it's like tech here. So you have like Valve and Microsoft, and a lot of studios are out here.
That's true. Seattle actually think is pretty cool. I like rain,
Cozy.
so I feel like I'd love being in
you love
Seattle.
it
Yeah.
Less like intense Chicago weather, more like gloomy, like moody. More
Yeah.
moody.
I love the rain. I love
Yeah,
it.
rain is great. When it's cloudy out, I'm just like, just rain. I just want the rain.
I went to Chicago
Like
for a
me.
Star Wars celebration,
Oh.
and this was in 2019, so it was like in April,
Mm-hmm.
and it was my first time ever flying, and leaving, we got grounded. We couldn't leave because there was like a snowstorm, a random snowstorm out of nowhere
Yeah, that sounds right.
in Chicago, and everyone's like, "Don't fly out of O'Hare. Why would you do that?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Because it was in Chicago. It was like literally in Chicago. Like, where else supposed to go?" So
Yeah, it's
yeah, Chicago weather is chaotic.
It's chaotic. I think it's the lake in that area.
yeah,
too.
the lake definitely adds to it.
It's really chaos. My family in Michigan, so we always have to fly into like Detroit and like
Oh
That's-
yeah.
chaos.
Everyone always says where they're like, yeah, don't fly to Chicago, but it's helped because then I just leave when I get here, so go home. It's
Yeah.
great. Like, all right.
O'Hare literally looks like one of the places in Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah.
Liberty City.
Oh yeah. I can see it.
It looks like Liberty City.
Yeah, I haven't actually flown in a while. I haven't flown since before COVID. It's
I
like-
went to TwitchCon I saw Quinn there. It was wild. It's so weird. I asked the Twitch staff too, and I was like, "Can we get a reunion year group going?"
That would be so cool.
I didn't recognize anyone. The partnership is so vast now. So I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"What about here from like I don't know, 2013 to like 2018 or
A
2019.
yearbook.
That'd
Needs to
be
be like a
amazing. We should get that.
Yeah, it's one of
Twitch
those.
partner yearbook.
It's one of those things where like now there's so like I remember going to the like older Twitch parties and you're like, oh, here's like this person that now you go and it's like I know like nobody. Like it's
Nobody.
just a sea of people that are far younger than me, probably more better off than me and healthier.
I saw Lula there, and she's like, "Do you see anyone we know?"
Sorry,
and I'm
it's
like,
not funny.
"No,
Yeah.
we were lost." I think if you ever go, Krendor, you should go to the Xbox. They always do something, and they always kind
Yes.
of make a great bunch to be able to hang out. 'Cause it's like, yeah, I think that was the highlight. Was that party for sure? I wish I stayed longer.
And it was
All
like
right.
raining a little bit, and it was just like very moody
Oh yeah.
because they kept
So-
closing the rooftop and then opening it, and it was because the rain was in and out.
That's
That was
really
a
nice.
Really fun event.
One day I brought the rain. I was like, I just want to see the sun. Like, does it exist?
Yeah, turn
like,
this
I would
light
love
on.
to know. I would love it. Please. When you never see the sun, it gets a little dreary. So we didn't get
Also,
summer until
Koiki with the 2
August,
gifted
which is-
subs. Dramax. It's like, and
I-
Moweepy Weepers. It's like getting
I was
subs. Thank you
convinced there
very
was no sun
much.
in the world.
And Tamulok. Louis gets a sub.
So what has
And Battle
been your
Mace to the
favorite part
face.
of Dragonflight thus far?
Thank you very much. Honestly, everything. Like, it's actually been over. And I'm not even saying that, like, yeah, I just love everything. Like, it really has been. I mean, like, I love the Dragon, like, Isles, like the continent itself. I love the new talent trees that are like a throwback to Wrath, really. I
Yep,
love.
yep.
Yes, Delta Talent Trees. Have me at Talent Trees.
Yeah,
I'm about
like,
to die again.
It's so
Holy
good.
moly. Ah.
Just, I mean, really everything. The hub city actually has an auction house in it, which is amazing. 'Cause they haven't had an auction house in a main city since like I can't even
Ever.
remember. Yeah, way back.
Like forever.
Yeah,
Like it's still Stormwind. Oh my gosh. Or
Yeah.
like Dalaran. And maybe
Mhm.
Dalaran was the real last time that it was like a new hub.
yeah. I don't even think they had an auction house in Dalaran. Like it's been a lot. So having that actually happen is amazing. It's been really good. I mean, overall, yeah, it's been my favorite expansion in I want to say like since Wrath. Like I even think I'm having more fun than Legion, and Legion was great.
Legion was exciting.
What was your guys' favorite expansion?
Oh, I definitely Wrath. Maybe because I played so much of it and I was just real into it. But I've really enjoyed this one because of how it feels like Wrath.
Mm-hmm.
So that control, they nailed it. And I love like the old history of WoW, like the current lore, like new age lore, like when Cataclysm happened and Pandaria happened, like that
Uh-huh.
was fine.
Yeah.
But I really loved when they had like Ulduar, like when they had Titans showing up and
Yeah.
like universe things, and I think that's when WoW is at its best, when it's like digging in the old like lore tabs of that.
Yeah, I agree with that. What about you, Quinn?
Oh, that's hard. Favorites are always so hard for me.
Yeah.
Like in any sort of category, because it's just like there's so much that I love, like little bits and pieces from everything. But I would definitely say I played the most of Wrath, but Burning Crusade was my favorite because I will never get over seeing
You're
the
prepared, huh?
trailer. Yeah, like yes, right? Like that's just it. It's a wrap. That's everything for me. And it's like a huge part of like, so Burning Crusade was like you said, Matt, like all that like classic lore and stuff, like the older stuff, like that was good, and you saw it in every dungeon and raid and every zone. Like everything you did was like, we're trying to like, you want to learn today, right? Like you're seeing these characters and like that you are not prepared, and like
Yeah.
it was just such like I can feel it in my veins. you know?
Yeah. Oh,
That
yeah.
Trash
It's-
Boy with the Twitch
mean,
Prime. Thank you, Trash
I'm
Boy.
obviously a Night Elf fan.
And Canadian Lord, subscribe.
So,
Thank you, Canadian Lord.
That whole storyline with like
Thank you very much.
Living Tree
And J
like,
Fubar,
everything
13
was
months
my
left.
favorite. And so being able to play as that was amazing.
They
I
were
love
13
having
months.
the glaives. The glaives were great.
I have a suggestion for you.
Oh, and I missed
think that you
Dozin
would
with the
do, like, a
52.
really
Thank you,
good Lady
Dozin.
Sylvanas cosplay.
Oh, Canadian Lord, not
You know what's
Canadian.
so funny? I've done a little bit of cosplaying,
Sorry.
but I never really
You're
dove
not a Lord of
into it, and
Canada.
I might try some WoW cosplay. I might try some.
That would be so cool. Maybe the next time we play WoW together, we should
Yeah.
all
like-
cosplay.
They were 52 months Dozin. Super Bowl,
wait,
Super
girl.
Bowl.
Friend be like the walrus fisherman guy.
Oh, definitely. Tuskar? I'll be a Tuskar,
Oh,
100%.
that would be
They're
so amazing.
He'd be perfect for one.
Oh, yeah. And they're in this expansion. It's great.
Your little mascot buddy.
That
Make
would
a,
be
you
so
can make a
epic.
Tuskar version. You could just have a sidekick.
Dude, I'm waiting for them to make Tuskar like a playable race. I've been waiting forever.
I'm
That's gonna be-
surprised because the Pandarian body, it'd be perfect for that, honestly.
Yeah, it would.
What's going on there?
Let's go, Blizzard.
Well, now you're in the game. Now, why don't you just call your WoW friends and just
Yeah.
help?
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
when-
I just gotta
since
call them up.
you have an NPC in the game,
Well,
does
since
that
you're
mean like
fast
you can
friends
go
with
and like
WoW,
use it?
like, yeah.
Well, I
like-
can go stand next to it.
That's
Aw.
it. So you can
Yeah.
control it.
No.
That'd be so cool if you could.
He's like,
That would be cool.
coordinate
Just like change it
so
every
dope.
day. Like, I want to move it around
Yeah,
today.
change his clothes and stuff.
That would be great, but
That was
no.
a Twitter account. I know that for sure.
Yeah,
Here I am
that's-
today. Find me.
yeah. I mean, they don't like me that much, but you know, I'm gonna take what I can get. Just fine with me.
What's your favorite class that you've played? I know that we are priests, but is there a class that surprised you when you're like, oh, this is actually fun or different?
Actually, Warlock was that class because when Classic WoW came out, I remember I used to say I hate Warlocks, like they're boring, whatever, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give Warlock a shot because they get a free mounted 40, so I don't have to spend gold. And so
yep.
I did,
Yes.
and I loved it. And I was like, dude, I love Warlocks. I don't know what I was thinking back in like 2005 or whatever. Like, it was amazing. And so this expansion, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play Warlock, and that's what I've been doing. It's been great.
That's my DPS. If I had a DPS main, that would be my alt. My number one alt is my Warlock. So
Yeah, I love it. It's you're like a spellcasting hunter. Like you get all the pets. You just sit back,
all the fun
dot it
and
up.
You can
Yeah.
little keys and summon people, and you're very useful.
Yeah.
Again, like I like really useful.
Very useful.
Oh, I have to think about this one.
If you could pick a DPS class, Quinn, right now, you had to fully geared out and everything.
Ross
what
with the
would you
2
wanna
months doing getting sub.
A
Or 2
mage.
subs, sorry, Ross.
play? Ooh.
And Beansy Kyle.
I would be in.
Thank you for the 2
mage.
gifted
I don't
subs.
have the
Enjoy your pet.
patience, But I feel like I would be a good mage.
They're
Mages
fun.
are fun.
Exciting to me. Yeah.
You get
'Cause I
portal
don't
everywhere.
know- Yeah, exactly. Like that seems extremely helpful.
Oh, it is. Especially
And
mount
I've
farming.
never really
Armor is
played a
beautiful.
rogue either. I've never played a rogue.
Oh,
Rogues
I do
are.
have one.
I would twink rogue.
Yeah. Honestly, that's the best type of rogue. Is just because.
Overpowered.
Yeah. Like
Wearing leveling armor.
I played a rogue last expansion, but it was like. It was a little too
Ooh.
fast for me once you get the max level. There's so many things, and I was just like, I don't know. I like my casters.
Yeah.
How about you? Matt?
Oh,
Like, what would you
um,
want to play?
I definitely am considering leveling my warlock, even though I'm trying not to be an alcoholic.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
I love that. Also, like,
Problem. Well, I like to play MMOs, and so I have a mobile one I'm playing. I've been diving into Final Fantasy, and so I don't know if I want to have 2 characters in WoW, but if I was gonna, it would probably be my warlock or my hunter, because I just think hunters are so fun.
Hunters are really fun.
Their combat
I
is
feel like I
very
should try
action.
one.
Yeah, you would really. I think if you play a lot of PvP, you might really like hunters because they're so annoying in PvP.
Mm.
Is
Just
that
having
why
the
everyone
pet.
hates them? I feel like I just have this like thing in my system where it's just like, oh, I can't play a hunter because everyone's gonna hate me. And
hate
like
you, but
my
hate
pet's
you.
gonna pull aggro and everything and all that vibe.
Well, you just
Like
gotta
that.
accept that that's gonna happen and just be like, you know what? Whatever.
Everyone, and also people will understand because that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay. They're fun.
Yeah.
I
Hunters are
really
great.
like the Death Knight story though. Like I love the zone for that.
Oh yeah.
The fact that you
Yes.
could play as one was really, really cool.
I'm
Oh
playing my Death
gosh.
Knight right now.
So
Are you?
I remember
Yeah.
when Wrath came out, like original run of Wrath. Everyone was like camping and
Yup.
like destroying all the Death Knights. And I was like, I wonder if that's gonna happen again, at least on my server that I was playing on. And it did. People were just in like the Flaylands, just like killing all like y'all are so disrespectful.
Who would have thought?
Rude.
The World of Warcraft gamers.
Nothing changes.
Nope.
Yeah. I was gonna
Speaking of
go ahead.
attacking people. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Speaking of attacking people, I have that mount where you have to like raid all the capitals and kill. all
Oh
the, like-
yeah.
I have that. Yeah, I have that.
That's really
That's
cool.
one of my cool ones.
I don't even think I have
Yeah.
that one. I don't know why. I should have gotten it. I never rated all the captains.
We went through a phase, I think, where we were either farming for it or we just happened to work that way because we would just raid all the capitals all the time. Like it was like a weekly thing where it'd be like Friday night or going everywhere. I don't know if it was just because it's just shake up like the RP in the world and the PvP, but that was like a side bonus for sure. How dorky.
I was gonna ask what if you guys do anything special for like when people subscribe or resubscribe or all that.
Oh yeah, Quinn, do you do anything?
Yeah, I can freestyle.
Oh my
I
god.
spit bars. Yeah.
You do it for like every sub?
Sometimes. It depends on how I'm feeling, but I do freestyle. Start dancing, sing. You know,
Oh, wow.
straight up Beyonce over here.
They get a whole
Virgo
show.
energy. Virgo energy.
You get a whole show when you subscribe over there.
I used to sing, but it was trolly. Like everything for me was just a troll. Like I had bright purple hair when I first started streaming and big lipstick, red lipstick. This was really. People just come in and be like, "Why?" I'm like,
Why not?
"Thanks for joining. Here we go."
That sounds like Twitch chat.
Yeah. Your lipstick's too bright, constantly. So I just wore it more. So that's,
Oh yeah. Then you know they won't come back, so that's good.
or they do. They're like, "You're still wearing red
Oh, yeah.
lipstick," and I'm like, "Thanks for coming back." Stop.
Yeah. I do a thing where every time someone subscribes, I give them a high five, which is me just clapping, essentially.
Aw.
And then for every resubscription, I clap that amount of months. So I started that way back when, so now I clap a lot because
Oh my gosh.
I'm just like, oh, hey, here's 104 months, 92 months, and I'm going to give myself arthritis.
You're gonna get in
Yeah.
trouble.
Yep.
Yeah, don't do that.
But I can't stop because now people have been subbing for so long. Then they're gonna be like, "Why's the clapping gone?" Like, I can't stop it.
It's like a part of the whole production at this point.
Exactly.
Can't stop.
So maybe at some point I'll like put it on the soundboard, so I just hit a button to clap.
Yeah.
Who
Or
knows?
maybe you can get like a didgeridoo, or what do they call it?
Oh yeah, the didgeridoo.
Replace that. That has nothing to do with clapping. I don't even know why I said that, but maybe you should just get one of those.
No, I agree. I think didgeridoo would do fantastic. It'd be better
so
than
cool.
clapping. Honestly, I'd probably get a didgeridoo just to get one.
Yeah, I want a
Or
theremin.
comment on.
A what? I feel like we're just like all making. Is that real? Wait,
freak
what?
and you have to get an automaton.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what
It-
automaton is.
It is the instrument that squeaks when you open it, but it looks like it has a face.
Oh, I think I've seen those.
Like a baby?
It looks like a giant music note.
Yeah,
you
it's
have
like
to-
a little
Oh.
dupe. It's like a
When you
dupe looking
open-
thing.
When you open its mouth, it squeaks.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I've seen those.
My brain is officially broken. My brain is broken, but you know what's not broken? My internet
Our
connection.
internet.
That is
Thank
very
you so
true.
much, Xfinity, for bringing us all together. I'm super excited to be a part of the Creators Growth Program and playing games with Mav, the Mav Show, and yeah, we're chilling in Crendor, and we're talking about the Ridger Bros.
We sure are.
The Ridger Bros.
Atramus with the host raid. Thank you, Atramus, for the host raid. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much.
Freestyling is a really good way, though, to like engage people. Can you spit bars?
I mean, I've had some bars hit back in the day.
Quite a few bars.
It wasn't not good though. It was you know, an adventure.
I actually have the Lucky Do rap. It's one of my most viewed YouTube videos. It has like 2 million views, and it's just me rapping about Lucky Do's from Miss
Oh my
Pandaria.
God.
See,
It's
now I'm gonna have to go watch that.
it's pretty catchy. I you know, but I also don't like going back and watching my old videos because I get the like, you know how you gotta go back and watch. I'm just like yeah.
You get the ick
Cringe.
from yourself.
I
get
do.
The ick from myself.
Yeah. I just yeah, I can do it for a little bit, and then I'm like, I can't handle it anymore. Like I gotta close everything down and take a walk.
I tell my longest subscribers when they come back in to resub that they're the most patient. Because they've been through it all and I've done it all. I'm like,
We've
wow.
seen you in like all your changes.
Why are you
Love the
and, like,
content, been listening to you and your Jesse's podcast and start
Subscribing
keeping great
because
work. Hey,
it's been
thanks.
so long.
Thank you very much.
You're making me feel old, chat.
Speaks
But-
to you and your talents as a creator and person. You're someone people want to be around. You're so cool.
Well, I do lock my mods in the basement, so they can't actually leave.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, that's benefit.
Yeah. It's
I had a basement. That's what I do with it. I shouldn't have said that. That's a joke. That's a joke.
I was nodding. Okay, I was
very good
was
joke.
not it.
Very good. Very good.
Very good joke.
Very good. Very good.
It's just, yeah, they try to leave, but they can't, and that's how it goes there. Sorry. Not
Yeah.
sorry.
There you go. Yeah.
We should write a song one day
I've
on our
considered.
podcast that we created earlier.
Yeah, right. I've considered something parody.
Put it on SoundCloud or Clown
SoundCloud.
or whatever.
Silent clown. All the clowns using it nowadays.
You know what you should do, Crendor? You should do a clip from your pod of the weather, but blame it on whoever resubs.
Oh, that's true. I'm actually behind in my claps right now as well. If you see me muting, it's just me clapping. That's pretty much what it boils down to. So you had like I had a 78 monther I got a clap for. That was 13 minutes ago, but he's probably used to it by now. Usually, there's been
You know
times
what's
I just
happening.
forget for like 30 minutes. And I'm like, oh my god, someone resubbed 30 minutes ago.
You're like, here we go.
Yep. Just gotta wind up, get ready, prep, clap.
That is such a like cool feeling. I feel like that's like always humbles me and stuff as a content creator or streamer when I'm like seeing like those 24 months and like more, and I'm like, wow, I've really been doing this one thing for this long.
Yup.
Yeah,
feel
it's
that.
crazy.
It's like so surreal.
Especially when I said like earlier, where there's like so many people trying to, you know, make it into this type of industry and do all this, and you're just like, even just like however long you can do it is just impressive.
Yeah. Oh, real. I'm about to start singing. Sorry. And you can't hear my lo-fi, so it would have just been like out of tune, like, hey, what's going on to your child?
That's still better than my
hand in the
singing.
Welcome to the Ruby Life Shrine.
How's your questing going, by the way?
Mine is going pretty good. I'm, you know,
I'm
invading
dead.
some cam.
All right, still going good.
Yeah, we're just
A beautiful wisp. Okay.
Should we try and do a like just see what happens if we group up?
For
Maybe
like
check out each
seeing-
other's gear.
Sure, why
Just to
not?
prove
Oh, do
that
you wanna
we're like
meet
real
somewhere?
people? Yeah, I want to meet up for like some coffee or something.
Yeah, we could do that.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
What happened?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
It's just a game.
If you let's see. If you want to invite, it should bring us to the same instance. I don't know what they call phases. I think it's just an instance.
Oh yeah. Is it correct that there's no attunements or anything like that anymore?
Yeah, pretty much. Now it's just do the main story quest line and you're good. Pretty much.
Okay.
So it's pretty easy. It's not like back in the day where it's like acquire these 5 items, go here, then do this, then pay that, then go over here, you know.
Get 4.5 tombstones.
Yeah.
Have it blessed by everyone. Yeah.
Go back to the same dungeon 5 times, but in different scenarios.
All right, let me get into a safe space here.
Let me
I
clap.
guess we just get into a group.
Ross. Wait, I already got you, Ross. Mumochi gifting subs to Rage
Or
and
at
Bum.
Dungeon Finder
Like,
wouldn't work,
and
right? We'd have
Age
to
of
go to
Doom.
the
Like,
actual
thank you
location.
very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where am I going? I am lost. Need a map
Mr.
quest.
Sai gifting subs to
Map
I'm
quest, know
Coops.
that.
Like, and Saint Anger.
Good day. Map quest.
Thank
had
you
to
very
print
much.
Out your
And Kangastus with the 6 gifted
I have
subs. Oh my
not
god,
heard
Buttered
those words
Toast.
in
Like
quite
Killfrost.
some time.
Like Sergeant Blood
Nice, I see
Blueface.
you.
Oh, Blueface, not
Arrow.
Bloodface. It's like
Don't call me
Pikmin.
after
It's
7.
like Hawkling. It's like and
before
Blizzdrop.
7 p.m.
It's like, thank you very much, Kangastus. Aquabara 4 months.
Did you send it to me
What?
in game?
And Bread Poet 14 months.
I invited Gryffindor, but I don't.
It's like
Oh, there you go.
they were the
there you go.
14 months.
Sorry.
I have not seen it.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
All right. Are you 100% sure?
Yeah. Here, do you see me online?
Well, I'll check. All right. I think I see both of you. Hold on. Oh, it's because it's instance group. Can't do outdoor content. Maybe that's why.
I have no idea.
I guess technically we can go into a dungeon, but we can't meet up in person because it's cross faction. They really just introduced like cross faction stuff. So
It's like very new. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, sure.
So
Yeah.
I mean it's fine. We can just keep
I mean, yeah, we're fine.
doing
We're
this.
still.
We're
I'm
good.
like, yeah, we're still doing what we're doing. It's like awesome.
Yeah.
And like I get to hear about your experiences and stuff, and when we vibing, it's
Yeah.
the next song.
Anytime you want to come over to Moonguard and dance on some mailboxes, you let me know.
That's
I
real
can't
World of Warcraft.
Wait to stand in line at the barber shop.
We go to Goldshire, okay? We do
and I'll
have
just
one
be
day.
like, good day. Good day. We're playing World of Warcraft.
Oh my god, one time I actually went to well, I've been to England twice, and I was
that's cool.
I was walking down the street one time, and there were these construction workers, and he was like, "Put the bloody thing over there," and I was like, "Wow, it's like real." Like I've only heard, people making fun of the voice online, but it was like I heard it in reality. It blew my mind.
Put it
Yeah, I had no idea what they were saying.
I'm sorry, England.
Yeah, but it was great. Loved England. Great stuff. Great food.
I want to go there. I want some bangers and mash.
Oh yeah, the British breakfast was amazing. It's just like mushroom and sausage and eggs, and I loved it. But they got beans. Beans are actually really good for breakfast, believe it or not.
Yeah, beans are such a good food. Can we get a shout out for beans?
Yeah,
Please?
dude, I love beans.
It's just a weird breakfast food, though. I don't know about that.
I mean, you get
That
your
is
high
such a-
fiber content in the morning. You need that.
Yeah.
That gets you good for the day.
True.
Just
That's
get through the
true.
day.
Yeah.
That's an old gamer tip. If you're getting up there, you're not
Get your
no
fiber.
longer-
Otherwise, you need your fiber supplements. Just eat your beans.
Exactly.
Are you both
Beans.
millennials?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
I
just
said
making
yeah,
sure.
like I knew about.
Yep.
I'm just
Yeah.
making sure before I dish it on some Gen Z.
Oh yeah.
But us millennials, okay, we need our fiber in the morning now, right?
Yes,
Yep.
right.
Yeah. No, I'm a prime millennial. Like right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Same. Fiber.
Yep.
We got to keep things like running smoothly, just like Xfinity does for us.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Xfinity. My Xfinity internet is super fast, just like everything we do on this stream. We're running through here. We're questing. We're having fun. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all click that link and check out the Mav Show and Krendor, who are also millennials. They know all about that, right? Y'all know about that quick, speedy, fast internet.
You know, internet back in the day used to be really,
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
gosh,
The
Really?
dial up.
really
my-
special.
My
The old dial-up.
ringtone is a dial-up noise. That's my ringtone.
Did
Back
either
on
of
the
you
video.
have it where you had to use the internet and then people had to like call somebody and they couldn't because you were on the internet?
Yeah.
Yep. It would just
mom
like
would
if
get so
someone
mad at me.
called, it would be like a dial tone, and
Yep.
they would know you're on the internet.
Grandma's trying to call. And you're like, I'm in an online game. Hold on.
And cell phones
Yep.
just were not. It wasn't.
They weren't mini
Listen.
computers.
You could play WoW on anything now.
Oh yeah.
It's big graphic updates and everything, which is I'm impressed with WoW. Actually, it is.
Yeah.
It's really stood the test of time compared to a lot of these other older MMOs, and
Yeah.
being able to connect online is very important for this game.
Yeah. No, it's kept that style.
Life or death. You
Yeah.
don't want your guildmates to die, okay? You're in a boss fight. Someone has lag, you know.
I think that's like one of my favorite things about WoW when I say like it's my second home or my community, because like I've been playing this game for so long and there's so many people that I've met, like guildies, and like we spend so much time doing stuff together like for one goal, right? Whether it's like clear a dungeon or a raid or just like helping each other out. It's really special.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I've had so much fun partying with y'all, my new
Yeah.
Xfinity Dragonflight crew.
It was
Yes.
fantastic.
I can't wait to come say hi to you in your chats now and see what you're up to and see where you're playing at in game. And
Yeah.
thank you all so much for accepting this campaign. That way we can meet. And this has been an awesome couple of hours we've been together.
Yeah, it's been fantastic
Wow,
meeting both of
It
you.
really went by so fast. Oh my gosh.
It really did.
All right,
Almost
yeah, it
as
was so nice to meet
fantastic
y'all
as
in this
Xfinity.
call. I know, Xfinity. Thank you for bringing us together. We're gonna start a podcast now.
And we're just going to talk about the weather extended edition.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Weather in Azeroth.
Honestly, I would do that. That's fantastic.
We all can only record it by your NPC.
Oh yeah, no, that's right up my alley. And only the weather by the NPC, which is like
By-
rain or no rain.
What about
Looks like
Azeroth
it's shadowy.
weather?
All right.
Yeah, exactly. Just all the Azeroth weather.
It's like always foggy in Silverpine.
It's like a show.
True.
Always foggy. In
Always
Silverpine.
foggy in Silverpine. My favorite TV show.
Like a soap opera. These are the days of our Silverpine.
Ooh, yes.
All right. Well, it was fun. And so
Yeah.
thanks again. Yeah, I'll hop into both your chats and I'll follow you on Twitter. The old Twitter if it's still going.
Yo,
Oh
sweetheart.
my god.
Still
Yeah.
alive by then. It was so nice to meet you and
Yeah.
game with you, and I look forward to gaming again soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for playing, everyone.
Yeah,
Have a
thanks
great
for playing.
afternoon.
You too. See you later.
Bye.
All right. Oh, I didn't clap for Vol'jin. Oh my god, 78 months. Thank you, Vol'jin. 1,357. That's 1,357. That's 1,357. See? It's like, there you go. Sorry. I skipped over you completely again. And Bread Poet with the 14. Thank you, Bread Poet. 14. Sure. They were the 14 months. First Sylvanas kills me now. What a day. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me for this stream. I gotta go record Cox and Krendor. I gotta go to the gym, then I gotta record Cox and Krendor, if I'm being completely honest. But thank you again to Xfinity for sponsoring the stream. Internet's great. It's fast. It's reliable. Honestly, out of all the internet providers, Xfinity is definitely the best one. And yeah. It was fun playing with the Mav Show and Control Alt Quinn. If you want to go follow them, you should go do that. And it was great. So I might stream again later. We'll see. If I do, it just probably depends on if Cox and Krendor gets uploaded in time or if I'm busy or whatever's happening. But thanks for watching. If you're new here, click the follow button. Follow along. Be alerted when I go live. Check out all the links below the stream. Thanks buddy who subscribed, resubscribed, drop bits, drop tips, gifted subs. Thank you very much for all the support, and I'll see you later. Okay see ya.